One of the goals that most of us have in our lives is having a decent amount of wealth. For what though? Why is precisely as wealth made out to be so essential in our lives? Is it the only worldly gain that can bring us contentment? Undoubtedly not, but then again, there isn't just one advantage of having wealth. There are some benefits it brings with it. Having large amounts of wealth brings several advantages. You can achieve financial freedom, your future will be secure in terms of finances, you will have the comfort of the utmost levels, and your progress will not be hindered in any way. As you will continue with your progression in all fields of life, and finally, you will have a legacy that future generations of yours can look to build on. But all of this will only count for when you amass all that wealth. Just sitting here and talking about it is not going to help. You need to take those necessary steps that will bring you on the path to maximize your wealth. Let us look at the purpose of wealth in detail. Freedom. Financial freedom is an objective for most individuals when they start to earn. Financial freedom enables us to have enough savings, financial investments and cash on hand to afford the life we desire for ourselves and our families. In simple words, it means that our money is working for us rather than us working for money. Financial freedom also translates into an explanation of being free from debts, monetary emergencies, miscellaneous charges, etc. When you have the goal of financial freedom in mind, you immediately begin to work towards it by following some essential steps because being free from the clutches of 9 to 5 will only help you. It is something that you cannot depend on, which is why you need multiple investments in place, have to get rid of debt, monitor your credit, save all the extra money that you have and make sure to live under a budget for a significant period of your life. These are some steps with which financial freedom can be attained. Security. Wouldn't it be great if you knew beforehand when and where your next payment is going to show up from? This is a sense of security that you will have when you accumulate wealth. This sense of security makes you content with the fact that you no more need to rely on that one paycheck that arrives every month. Instead, you have multiple investments in place that will bring you a decent chunk of money every year. The way to achieve financial security is by putting numerous investments in place. This can be done by working early on, saving up, and investing the money that comes from it into different areas. Make sure your investment is diversified so that once you have experimented in other places, you then get to know where to invest the entirety of your money. It will require a bit of trial and error, but it will certainly help you achieve financial security early on in your life. Of course, a little bit of risk is involved as well, but nobody ever got immense success in their life without a bit of risk. So making sure you and your family are financially secure are one of the goals that you should pursue early on in your life. It's going to take a lot of hard work, but there will be a time when you will finally let go of that office job of yours, and nothing will make you happier. Instead, if you feel like working, you can start a venture on your own with your own money. That will be another advantage with the money you'll have. Time and money to spend on yourself. Comfort. Comfort is one of the significant reasons we look to have wealth for ourselves. Here, knowing the difference between money and wealth is important because they are two different things. Money is something that comes to you on a more regular basis. For instance, your salary is considered the money you earn, while wealth will be your long-term savings. This is why we say that wealth is accumulated while money is there in the present time. Having the comforts of life is one of the reasons to strive towards getting wealth. Be it your dream house, the car you always wanted to buy, or clothes from the best brands you always wished to have. All of it can be acquired if you have money on your hands. It is as simple as that. The comforts of life all come at a cost, and you can only pay that cost if you have cash lying with you beforehand. As spoken before, the money you earn also helps to achieve comfort, but sometimes you need to overlook the comforts of life for more significant sacrifices. For example, you have a fixed amount of money as your Emmy for every month while one random month your laptop dies and you need to buy a new one. Now you'll be left to save up for a few months before you can get a new laptop, and of course, you can't take money from the Emmy that gets deducted from your bank account every month. While if you had extra cash on you, you could have easily bought that laptop as well as paid your Emmy. This is what the idea of financial comfort means. Being able to afford whatever you like without the worry of being short on money. This is what you are striving towards. Progress. A person who doesn't believe in progress is missing the point of their life. Life is a process that continues for years. And if you aren't making improvements in your life, if you aren't progressing, what exactly is life's purpose? Growth needs to go hand in hand with the way you live your life. Not just financially, but generally as well. Be it your job, relationships, your character, all of it needs growth. And the two factors that help you to grow are time and self-willingness. Now speaking strictly about wealth, progress is measured by how much you are earning in a specific period. If you're working a decent paying job, then a year from now, you need it to pay better, or you need to have at least one investment in place to make sure that you don't rely on a single source of income. Then slowly, after a few months, you put another investment in place to bring you more wealth, which will only go into your savings. This is how wealth is gathered, and for that, you need to be highly patient because, as we mentioned, growth takes time. As you progress mentally and physically, so does your wealth. Stagnation is a crime, so make sure you stay away from it. Legacy. Death is the ultimate result of life, we all accept it, and we can't run away from it. You can't take your wealth inside your grave, which is another vast reality many people deny. When you earn wealth throughout your life, you manage to create a legacy for yourself that will benefit generations to come. You might be able to see your next generation, the one after that, and maybe another one after that too. That's probably it. Moving forwards, the only thing that will remain for the coming generations will be your wealth and your assets. So if you manage to create a wealthy empire for yourself, the future generations will remember you in good words. You will be able to take comfort from the fact that you managed to create an empire before leaving for your heavenly abode. And this is a long-term motivation that you should keep in mind while working to collect as much wealth as you can. It won't just benefit you in your life, but it's going to help people who come after you. If this is in the list of your purpose of wealth, well and good. If it's not, then add it to the list because it will count for a lot in the future. Make sure to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for more interesting videos in the future. See you next time.